Before I begin, I do want to say that I, honest to goodness, agree with Kurt Unwald on absolutely everything, until tonight, perhaps. My name is David Stokes. I'm a policy analyst at the Show Me Institute. I've submitted my testimony to you. I'm going to just hit a few key high notes here. I've spoken before this commission at other TIFs, so some of you have heard me speak before. What I've said before is going to be very similar to tonight because this TIF, like prior TIF proposals, is an awful idea. When I come across a TIF I think is a good idea, I'll change what I have to say. I don't really expect that to happen at any time in the near future. This TIF is not in the best interest of St. Louis County. Few, if any, probably none of them are. The game of musical subsidy chairs has to stop. They play this game of musical chairs, but unlike other games, it has the same result every time. The music stops, the developers and the municipalities get the chairs, get the money, and the taxpayers and the other school districts are left holding the bag and left out in the cold.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
The developers, the planners were up here speaking earlier. They were talking about it passed the but-for test, it passed the blight test. They speak about these things as if there's some rigorous analysis. The fact is, they're a joke. All these things pass those tests. They're a rigged game, they're a sick joke. Every TIF proposal in Missouri, with a few exceptions here or there, I guess, we're talking hundreds, has passed these tests. It's amazing. When state law says you can't get a TIF unless but for it wouldn't happen without the TIF, then all of a sudden every development would never happen but for the TIF. It's an incredible coincidence how that works. There are no studies, there are no serious economic studies that say that this is a good idea. A study out of Chicago determined that cities and suburbs of Chicago that didn't use TIF grew faster than cities that did. A study out of Iowa found no economy-wide benefits from the use of TIF. And most importantly, our own East-West Gateway Council of Governments has documented the total failure of TIFs and TDDs and other things in the St. Louis region to grow the economy or to grow jobs. You can all find that East-West Gateway report online. It's very thorough, very detailed. This commission, along with the St. Charles Commission, has been one of the few voices of sanity in trying to sort of put a stop to some of this, and I encourage you to continue to do so. I was going to talk about how this TIF is a particularly egregious example of tax capture, where the city of Shrewsbury is putting it in the Afton School District, where very few residents of Shrewsbury live. I'm not going to go on that because the Afton School District already made all their excellent points on that. Most residents of the Afton School District have no say in this matter, and I think it's poor public policy to allow a small city to target one area of its city and people in the Afton School District who don't have a say in the matter. There is a solution to all of this for Shrewsbury. Shrewsbury can join the county sales tax pool, like many other municipalities in St. Louis County are in. There was a Post-Dispatch story about a year ago by Phil Sutton, and it detailed the amount of money each city and the county gets from their general sales taxes.
Mr. Stokes.
I'll wrap up in 10 seconds.
I was going to ask if you wanted 2 more minutes, but
I don't need just 10, 15 seconds. Shrewsbury, according to this data, and it's about a year old, so it's probably changed since then. They're only collecting about $180,000 a year more than they would, according to this article, if they were in the county sales tax pool. That's not a lot of money. That's only 3% of the city of Shrewsbury's budget. They should join the pool, make the adjustments for that 3%, and then going forward, they can benefit from natural economic growth wherever it occurs in St. Louis County. They don't have to use TIF and other giveaways to make sure things happen here. Thank you for your time.
And last but not least,